Welcome to our life, the way. Surviving bugs off grid. Unless you live in an urban, chemically sprayed area, you will undoubtedly be battling bugs. Depending on where you call home, the battle of the bugs may seem endless and daunting. While some bugs and insects are beautiful and simply let you carry on with your day to day activities, others will have you ducking, swatting, and even running for cover. We're going to touch on how to win the battle of the bugs non chemically and get you back to enjoying outdoor daily activities and exploring your outdoor paradise. But first, please like and subscribe to shake up YouTube's algorithm, ultimately showing you more of what matters to you. So let's dive in. What we're going to show you. We're going to show you non-chemical ways to deter bugs, treating bug interactions naturally, and coexisting with nature. So first up, let's look at non-chemical ways to deter bugs.
Insects and bugs and critters. Oh my! There are lots of ways to chemically deter those pesky critters you run into. However, our goal is to go natural whenever possible. The most common annoyances of off-grid or homestead life are mosquitoes, deer and horseflies, and of course, ticks. So option number one is to cover yourself from head to toe with clothing and netting on top of your clothing. This is a cheap find at your local dollar store. The only downside here is when the weather is hot, you're going to be hotter. Option number two is to wear insect deterrent clothing. Yes, that does exist. There are suppliers that make tops and pants that actually deter ticks and flies. The downside is that it could be a little bit pricier, but they do work. Option three is to wear a spray or lotion that can be easily made with natural ingredients that are safe for both you and your pets. Apple cider vinegar and water, so equal parts of those, are those two items together make a great insect repellent, and it's great for both yourself as well as your pets. Additives such as citronella, peppermint, eucalyptus, and many others can work amazingly well for yourself, but they are very harmful and toxic to many different animals. So if you're going to be using those, make sure to only use on yourself and to check the effects that some of your animals may have if they get in contact with it. Insects and
Next, we're going to look at treating bug interactions naturally.
treating bug interactions naturally. So again, there's plenty of ways to treat bug interactions chemically, but we want to focus on those natural solutions. Some of the most common pantry items can be used for treating bites and skin irritations, not to mention that nature itself can be a wild source of natural medicine. Option number one is making a paste with vinegar and baking soda. This will draw out the itch and be soothing as well. Option number two is to make a natural antihistamine with equal parts of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You can do this with fresh items, or you can use pure essential oils. Now I say pure because there's many different kinds out there that have different additives. So make sure that you are using 100% pure, and check whether that 100% pure on the label is actually pure. Option number three is a plant that's called plantain. No, it is not the fruit similar to bananas. It is a plant that grows in the poorest of soils, often in gravel or along your roadways. You can crush or rub the leaves together and rub on any affected areas. I have an image of this plant on the next slide.
And here we're going to look at coexisting with nature.
Coexisting with nature. Sometimes just knowing the seasons and types of critters in your area that can exist can be a huge help. Also be aware that different temperatures, seasons, weather patterns, and landscapes can affect the types of insects and bugs that do exist. So let's look at seasons. In the spring, ticks and no-see-ums, which are tiny black flies that cause huge welts, come out in full force. Those no-see-um welts can last a long time, so please be aware and use some of those items or methods from a couple of moments ago. Make sure to take extra care when you are searching for ticks. Search frequently because Lyme disease is not to be taken lightly. If a rash develops anywhere or develops a bullseye pattern, it may indicate Lyme disease. It usually appears within 3 to 14 days after the bite. So seek immediate medical attention if you notice that, okay? In summer, mosquitoes, black flies, deer, and horseflies are all common once summer hits. And in the fall, this can be a typical season for wasps and hornets to appear. For weather, when it's rainier outside, this would cause a rise in no-see-ums and mosquitoes, and let's not forget spiders. Dry weather tends to bring a rise in grasshoppers and stinging critters such as wasps and hornets. Your landscape is also going to be something to take into consideration. Living near bodies of water, you'll notice different creatures than you would otherwise. Fish flies, mosquitoes, and no-see-ums are definitely more present by the water.
So now you've got the goods. So for a bit of a recap, we covered non-chemical ways to deter bugs, treating bug interactions naturally, and how to coexist with nature. So thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from, if this was of benefit, and even ways we can improve. We hope to see you again soon.